Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. Welcome to Floating in Dreams. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my beauty and makeup empties of 2021. So I did what I did last year for 2020. I saved up all of my beauty trash over the year. I laid it all out on my floor, my living room floor, and I talked you through everything that I used up. And that's what this video is going to be. Let's get started. So welcome everybody who's watching this video. I very much appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Whether you're new here or a returning visitor, I appreciate everybody who watches my videos. So thank you very much for joining me here in my little nook of the internet. And what is this nook of the internet all about? Well, mainly eyeshadow palettes, Essence and Catrice reviews, and getting the use out of your products. That's what I tend to focus on. I like to keep things real. I like to be quite chatty in my videos, I'm not gonna lie. And today's video is just going to be a giant roundup of all of the products that I used up in 2020. I'm going to be including makeup empties as well as my skincare, my hair care, my body care, like everything that I've used up. And I'm just going to throw it all onto the floor and show you everything. After each category, by the time I'm filming this, I haven't done this yet, so I'll just make sure to flash cards on the screen to show you how much I actually used up in terms of like expenditure. So how much money did I actually use up, because I did that last year and I think it's really interesting to see like the total amount of products and what it then ends up being. So that's something I'm definitely going to be including as well. But I do want to address something before we get to the products. And that's because last year when I did this video for the first time, I got quite a few comments of people saying, oh, haha, why did you include product so-and-so? Because to me, that's just a basic need. And then I'm like, yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I also consider that a basic need. You know, something as basic as shower gel, I consider a basic need. However, $7, €7 shower gel from the Body Shop is not a basic need. It just isn't. So I was quite surprised and taken aback by people who were just blatantly saying that those things weren't beauty products. Everything I'm showing you today, I think most of it has marketing behind it. And if it has marketing, you're going to be marked up and you're going to pay the price for that marketing as well, which to me makes it a beauty product. Yeah. So for me, I'm just going to show you everything from the Q-tips that I used up to the makeup wipes I used and my deodorant and my toothpaste, everything, people. We're going to show you everything. So let's get started. So welcome to the hair care section. There isn't a lot here. And the reason why there just isn't that much here is because I don't do my hair very often. I just recently had it cut and colored, so my hair care routine is changing a little bit right now. But I tend to mess with my hair as little as I can because I've got quite dry, quite textured hair myself, and I just feel that it doesn't really work very well for me. If I mess with it too much, it gets very dry and crispy, and I don't want that. So for dry shampoo, I love the Collab, so I've got a couple of those. I love Lush for like shower products, so I've got their Fairly Traded Honey shampoo and the Candy Rain conditioner, as well as the Veganese conditioner and the Power conditioner. So these two I tried out, I think, for the first time. I think Candy Rain is still my favorite, and I love Fairly Traded Honey as a shampoo. That's just what I prefer. And then for styling bits, I don't really style my hair. I just kind of embrace the natural texture of my hair as much as I can. So I've got a curl cream here that's from my hairdresser, as well as their wax spray. So I put this in when my hair is still wet for a little bit of, like, to accentuate the texture. And I finish off when my hair is dry with the wax spray. And then I just have some conditioning oils to help with the texture again. Because what I find that what happens to my hair is if I put in dry shampoo, it gets very dry and poofy. So then I used these two, and these are the two I used up this year. I didn't mind them, they were nice, but I went through them quite quickly, I believe. So that's the hair care section. And this, my dear friends, is all of the skincare that I've used up. So apart from this, that's still hair care. but everything else that you see lying in front of you is a skincare product. I pretty much had my skincare routine figured out this year, and there's a lot of serums here, and I tend to go through those quite quickly. But yeah, there's just a lot here. So this is the sunscreen that I used up. I know I should be using more sunscreen. I have tried several this year, and I didn't like any of them enough to use them up, save for this one. This is the La Roche-Posay Anthelius XL non-perfumed dry touch gel cream. This was the only thing that didn't make my skin super sensitive. Even the one that a lot of people recommended to me last year, which was their Shaka fluid, it's got too much alcohol and it dries my skin out like there's no tomorrow. So I just need to, I found a sunscreen that works for me. So this is the one that I just need to repurchase, and then I can go through it, because when I was using this, I loved it. I really, really did. I loved it so much. So I just need to buy like 4 of these so that I have a supply for an entire year. This is the cleanser section over here. So I've got Lush Angels on Bare Skin. I've got some like balms that I love for taking off my makeup. Body Shop Chamomile is one of my favorites. I also love the Good Molecules one, but I didn't use it up this year because I used it up last year and I didn't repurchase it until recently. Clinique Take Today Off. This I had never used, but I don't like it as much as the Body Shop or the Good Molecules. I like the Oat Cleansing Balm from the Inky List, but it wasn't perfect. It got very oily towards the end, which I didn't love. And then I have some like daytime cleanser. So these are things I like to take off makeup with for like a first cleanse. And then these are the kind of things I like for a second cleanse. And that's the Rosewater Daily Cleansing Gel from Good Molecules, which was okay, not something I want to repurchase. This is one of my all-time favorite cleansers for like a very basic cleanse, which is the Body Shop's Aloe Vera Calming Foaming Face Wash. And then this one from the Body Shop was a great find. This is their Oils of Life Intensely Revitalizing Cleansing Oil in Gel. And I love this for a morning time cleanse. So those are the things that I've got going on. And Angels on Bare Skin is one that I've used. I think this is the longest standing skincare favorite in my entire life, I think. Then over here, I also have a dedicated section to eye cream. This eye cream isn't used up. This is currently in my skincare routine, and I thought I could show you current things as well that were going on, because this is already like 2/3 of the way gone, so I know I'll be using it up soon. So this will hopefully make another appearance next year, and I need to put this in its little cubby because I need to remember to not throw this away. But these are empty. So I have Planscription from Origins, Good Molecules, Yerba Mate, I think, Wake Up Eye Gel, and Vitamin E from the Body Shop. This is a long-standing favorite. These two I just didn't like. I mean, these are the kind of eye creams where I go like, yes, I understand why people say they don't need an eye cream. But these two do something for me. Like, they really do add something to my skincare routine. Then we've got face mists. Again, this is in my current skincare routine, but I'm not sure if I can show you, but it's, again, very far down, almost used up. But it's the Essence Hello Good Stuff Herbal Face Mist. This is really nice. I really like it, but it's so small that it's not really worth repurchasing, I think. Then I wanted to try this because it's like one of those like cult favorites, Mario Badescu, like the aloe vera spray, which indeed is just colored water. Same can be said of the vitamin C mist from the Body Shop, but I don't know why. This just makes me feel more awake in the morning. That's why I like it. And I like using these mists to start my skin with a layer of moisture that then other things can work with, if that makes sense. These are all the moisturizers that used up. I'm probably going to be in frame for this because else I can't reach it. But here we've got the moisturizer. So we've got some nighttime things, some daytime things. La Roche-Posay Toleriana Nuit is one of my favorite nighttime ones. And also Amreolie's Le Crème Concentrée. This is one I always have on hand. If my skin freaks out, I can just use this and it's fine. Then some new things I tried, CeraVe Facial Moisturizing Lotion for nighttime. I didn't like it very much. It was okay, but it's a bit too basic for my needs. Vitamin E from the Body Shop is lovely. It's probably the best moisturizer I've tried from the Body Shop. I like a lot of their skincare, not their moisturizers. Clinique Pep Start was nice, but you go through it so quickly that it's not worth the price point. Then the product I thought I was never going to finish was the Ceramidin Liquid from Dr. Jart. This was okay, it was nice, but it has this very aftershave kind of scent, and I ended up disliking it so much that it became a chore to use. You do get like 100 mils of product in here, and this was great. It's very moisturizing. I didn't use this on its own. I did layer other things on top. I love the Ceramidin cream, but again, you go through this so quickly, and I just don't find it that perfect for the price point what I get. Then I get as much out of this product, and it's half the price. Then we have the Naturic Intense from La Roche-Posay. I like it, but again, it's not something that beat any of my other La Roche-Posay favorites that I haven't really used yet this year. I still have them on backup. Like, I always have backups of my favorites, but I also like trying new things. Exfoliators are over here, and I didn't try that many exfoliators, I have to say. I'm still someone, because I have sensitive skin, a little iffy on the exfoliation. I try things, especially here in the serums, you'll find there are some like exfoliating products there as well. This I'm going to throw out. The Ordinary's Glycolic Acid 7%. It's far, far, far too intense for me. I've used it enough to say that. And actually, because of this product, I just stopped exfoliating altogether. This sets my face on fire. It's no bueno. This, sadly, worked for me really well. This is the Good Genes from Sunday Riley. This is so expensive, but it worked really well. So maybe worth a repurchase. I'm not sure yet, undecided. Vitamin C from The Ordinary I liked. This I liked okay from Ren. This is a little trial sample of their Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic. This was okay. I didn't mind those two that much. The Vitamin C from The Ordinary I did use together with this face oil. So I put some of that together with the oil, and that's how it didn't inflame my skin. So you can't use that very well on its own, I have found. But with that product, that was a really nice tandem. I really like that combination. Then we have serums, and we've got, I was just trying things out. SSN Catrice came out with a lot of skincare. This is again currently in my skincare routine, the Vitamin Balm Face Serum with B5 and niacinamide. I like it okay. Is it the most effective niacinamide serum I've tried? No. The most effective one for me personally is the Good Molecules Discoloration Correcting Serum. This is my favorite. This was nice, the Catrice Sensitive Moisturizing Serum Milk, but I believe they've already discontinued it. Then I tried the Hyaluronic Boost Serum from Catrice, which was okay. This is quite possibly the best hyaluronic acid, I think it is, that I've tried. These are the Kruidvat, unfortunately not very widely available because it's a home brand from a Dutch drugstore. Hyaluronic Booster Drops. This is the first time I've tried hyaluronic acid and it didn't dry out my skin. Lovely product. The Glow Booster Serum from Catrice was really nice, but again discontinued. The Daily Brightening Serum from Good Molecules I tried, but I didn't like it as much as the discoloration one. And then I like peptide serums in the morning, and I tried one from Makeup Revolution and this one from Peter Thomas Roth that I got as a sample. We're okay, but it's not, I think I like the one from The Ordinary still the best. And then I have the niacinamide serum from Good Molecules, which I wanted to try again, but I have found that I need my niacinamide to be mixed in with something else for it to work, which is why I still prefer this over just a straight up niacinamide. And then over here at the top we have a face mask, which is a fresh mask from Lush that you get if you hand in some of your empty products. So I'm going to take the Lush stuff out so I can get another new one of those. And we've got over here the face oils that I've used up or that I'm currently using. This is what I'm currently using. The Herbivore, I'm not sure if you're supposed to say the H, Orchid Facial Oil. And this has such a strong floral scent that at first it really put me off and now I love it. This is a 100% floral seed oil. The scent is not put in extra. It's this florally because that's the ingredients that's in it. It's lovely. I really like this. And the Carrot Glow face oil was okay from Catrice, but nothing too special. I felt similarly about this one from Kruidvat, which is why this is still like 2/3 like full. This I used to love. This is their almond face oil, but I found the scent to be too strong by now, so I didn't love it. It wasn't perfect. The Votary Super Seed Oil I really liked, but I find it too expensive to repurchase for what it eventually did for my skin. Because I feel that the Juno antioxidant superfood face oil from Sunday Riley does more for my skin, and a full size of this is a mini, but a full size of this is cheaper than the Votary one. So I would buy this one. This is actually on my wish list currently, but I have so much skincare still that I don't need it. And this is from Good Molecules. This is their ultra hydrating facial oil. I liked it enough, but not as much as my two higher end ones. And I think about 2 years ago, I bought some high-end skincare to just see if it's as good as the price point would warrant. And sometimes I feel yes, like for instance, the Good Genes and the Juno and the Orchid. But I don't feel that way when it comes to like most moisturizers. I like my French skincare brands. I like the Ordinary and Good Molecules stuff for, you know, things like serums and stuff. Those work really well. And also in the cleanser department, I don't really feel I need anything too high end. So I've got my preferences cut out, but yeah, there was a lot of skincare that I used up this year. Okay, so I can't quite get it into frame the way I'd like it to, but bear with me because I wanted to also show you what's lying right here in the middle. I used up 4 perfumes in 2021. 2021 has been a year of perfume for me. Perfume collection coming later this month, I promise you that. I discovered new things, I used up old things, and I used up one of my gold standard favorite perfumes, which is this guy. Flora Botanica from Balenciaga is one of my all-time favorite perfumes. This is the second time I've used it up. The first time 30 mils, this is 50 mils, and I currently have a 100 ml bottle that already has a dent in because I love this stuff. I actually want to keep this bottle because I think it's lovely. This is another bottle that I want to keep around, Daisy by Marc Jacobs. I like this okay, but this is just not my scent anymore, but I liked it enough to use it up. And the same goes for these two, Diesel Fuel for Life. I think I bought this years ago, so it was time for it to go. And DKNY Pure has been reformulated and it no longer smells this way, so I know I can throw this away. But this was a lovely, very clean, fresh scent that I loved. It's one of those scents that's really nice if you just come out of the shower. Then, Q-tips. Very few cotton pads that I've used up. I no longer use cotton rounds to take off my makeup. I now use muslin cloths, and it's been a game changer. So that's why there are hardly any of these. I know this is like the most boring item. And then what I like to use to take off swatches, and we did a lot of swatches this year over on the channel, and for all of the reviews that I do, are makeup wipes. So I buy these sensitive skin ones from my local drugstore, and I went through like 6 packs of these. I usually get a 3-pack, but they no longer do them. And now we're coming from this side. All right, so body care, as you can see, I have a very, very firm favorite brand when it comes to body care, which is The Body Shop. And I used to do these videos where I did my Body Shop collection. However, I have been very much sort of just making my way through all of those products lately. So I haven't been really focusing a lot on buying a lot of their products, mainly on using them up. I used up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shower gels just from The Body Shop. This one is from Treacle Moon, which I really, really liked. It's in the scent Minty Summer Lime, and I can't find it anywhere. So, you know who you are, you sent me this. I loved it. I'd like to try and find it again. I love Body Butters and Body Yogurts from the Body Shop. I have to say I still prefer Body Butters. So I use up 2 of those, 2 of the Body Yogurts, and 2 body lotions and a body butter from Lush, because I've been trying some more like body care from Lush this year. I currently am using their Sleepy Body Lotion. It's one of the best like right before bed hand creams that I've used. So I'm really sort of, that may actually like make this superfluous now that I think about it. This is what I use to clean my brushes. So the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap, and this I believe is the baby one, right? Yes, the baby mild one. That's the one that I like to use for my brushes. So I used up the large bottle and a smaller size. I used up some deodorant. I mainly use these stick deodorants as an antiperspirant, and then I just use these to top things up throughout the day. I always keep these like somewhere in a bag, so I lose these all the time because I've got one in my gym bag and one in my bathroom, and one is in my work bag and one is in my bike bag. Like I've got these all over the place. Then we've got some toothpaste. I always use this brand because if I don't use this, my gums start to hurt terribly. Found out about that the hard way. And then for my cuticles, I love using Lush's Lemony Flutter. Right, so last but not least, the part I think everybody wants to see, all of the makeup I used up in 2021. And I would have used up more if I'd have consistently been doing my makeup in December, which I didn't do, which is why these are things that are currently in my shop, my stash, that aren't fully used up, but these are things I know I would have used up last year if I kept doing my makeup. And there's one product here that isn't used up, but that I hit pan on. So I wanted to be fully transparent here. So again, I've got everything laid out and categorized. I used up one eyeshadow, which broke and therefore got dry, so I can't really use up what's left in the pan. But this was the eyeshadow that I was using to set my eye base with. Then we've got a bunch of mascaras over here. The Catrice Glamandol I use as a second layer. Everything else were like first layers that I liked. Maybelline Sky High, Essence Lash Princess, a Fenty Mini, a YSL Mini, an old one from L'Oreal that I just had to use up at some point. And this may be one of my new favorite mascaras that launched in 21 I should say. This is the Catrice Lash Changer. Don't sleep on it. It's as good as Maybelline Sky High. That's what you're looking for, but then even better and cheaper. I used up a lip balm. This is the Nuxe Rev the Meal lip balm. So I actually almost used up my lip balm that's currently in my shop, my stash, which is by C.O. Bigelow in their Vanilla Mint, and I forgot to include it here. I'm terribly sorry. Then over here, we've got primers, which is always a category I like to go through. So we've got Pretty Fresh from ColourPop, Essence Prime and Studio Hydrating, MAC Stroke Cream Mini, Catrice Anti-Redness Serum Primer, Catrice Skin Love and Respect Earth Primer, and the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Primer. This is the same primer as this one, but without the scent. So if you can find this and you have very sensitive skin, I do recommend that. And then we have 2 foundations that I used up. The IT Cosmetics CC Cream and the Naked Skin Foundation from Urban Decay. And then we used up quite a few setting sprays, as you can see. I finally used up a full size of the MAC Fix Plus, Clean ID from Catrice, an Essence one, the Shake Fix and Glow Spray from Catrice, my favorite Catrice fixing spray, which is the Prime and Fine, like their standard one, and a mini of the Too Faced Hangover RX. We'll get to these things at the end. I use up 2 powders, a loose powder from Hourglass. I'm actually going to be keeping this compact around because I want to reuse this, because I have a Too Faced powder that I love, but I really dislike the packaging, and this is nice and curated. And I think I'm just going to clean this out and sort of use this to transfer other loose powders into, so I can get more use out of them. And then we have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush flawless finish, which you can see there's still powder on the edges. The problem is I don't repress powders once I use them up because I feel it messes with the texture, especially if they are these finely milled powders like this one is. And I actually feel that the Essence Sensitive Skin Loving Powder is exactly the same thing, but then at like a fraction of the price, which is why I wanted to mention it. It's currently in my Shop My Stash. I will be using it up. I have checked the website of my local drugstore. It should still be available, so I'm buying like 3 backups because I believe it's going to be discontinued. A sponge that's falling apart on me. Then we have concealers here that I've used up. So I've got my Kiko concealer that I did use up with the few times that I did my makeup in December. The Liquid Camouflage from Catrice. This is the Zoeva Authentic Skin. My favorite concealer perhaps of all time, Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. Then we have Too Faced Born This Way Radiant Concealer. And we have the Essence Skin Loving Sensitive Concealer. Then we have some eye primers here. We have the Lorac Eye Primer, which you get for free if you buy one of their palettes. I use that one up. The Catrice Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. This was lovely, but again, probably already discontinued. The NYX Glitter Primer dried out on me, so I have to chuck it. And I used up a MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. This is probably my biggest achievement of the year. I felt very proud of that moment. And yes, I know I can back to MAC packaging. So this is going to be kept in a drawer because Back to MAC as a program doesn't exist in my country. So I hope to be able to travel to a country in 2022 that I can finally back to MAC some products because I have like more than 10. I believe that's like 2 free lipsticks. Yay! And then we have brows here. So I have a couple of brow pencils that I used. I have one from Etude House. I have one from Catrice, and I have one from ColourPop. These were okay. They're not my favorites. Then I have the ColourPop Brow Boss. Is this? Yeah. Brow Gel. Didn't like it as much as the Essence Make Me Brow. That's still my favorite. And I did like this, the Catrice Volume and Lift Brow Mascara. That was lovely. So for brows, some successful things, some less successful things. And as I mentioned, these are things that are currently in my Shop My Stash and I'm using up as we speak. So we have the new Lash Princess from Essence, another Catrice Glam and Doll, and both of these are starting to feel a little dry. So actually by the end of this week, or by the end of next week, I have to stop using these. This guy, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's only like this much left. So I'll be using up that Clean ID setting spray from Catrice. This concealer only contains 1.5 milliliters of product from Essence. This is their Stay Natural. So I know I can use it up in like a week. And this Ordinary Serum foundation I really like. And it was the foundation I wanted to use up before the year. It didn't happen because I just didn't do my makeup enough. It's still about halfway full, so I'm going to be using it up this year for sure. Then we have the Hello Good Stuff Primer Serum. This is the primer I'm currently using. It's about 2/3 of the way gone. And this brow pencil from Makeup Revolution, there's like literally 2 millimeters of product left. Like one more week of use and this is gone. So again, I thought I could feature them in here. Like I said, this is very similar to the Charlotte, almost used up. And then the product I hit pan on in 2021, I wanted to hit pan on a bronzer, and I hit pan on my Solar Powder Bronzer from Soap & Glory. And you can see the pan from there. So I felt very proud of that too. So I will now be showing you a picture on the screen with all, like the total amount of all of these products. I'm now going to figure that out now that I've filmed the video. So thank you very much for watching the video today, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make 2 videos at the moment, but normally 3. So I hope you would like to stay tuned for more, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye!